Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a video where I try out the most powerful mask in the world. This is the mask that I'll be trying out, and this is the Aztec Secret, and it says Indian healing clay. So it actually says in a quotation, world's most powerful facial, and also writes deep pore cleansing, 100% natural calcium bentonite clay. And I've been seeing videos like this where they try this mask on their hair and on their face, and they say it actually works. So we'll try this out. How I actually got to find out about this mask was actually from my friend, and I found out about the mask from my friend because we were living together, so she was my roommate, and I saw her applying something to her face. So I was very curious because I'm all about, like anyone who knows me, I'm all about anything that can help to make my skin even more better naturally without makeup. Like, what got me hooked on the mask was when she decided to give me some. She made it for me. So basically she put some in a cup, and then put some vinegar, and it was like this foaming science, like it was literally foaming. To me, I like that. Like, I don't know if this applies to all Africans. We believe that things are working for us when it's doing something out of the ordinary, you know. Like, you could put cream on your hand, you could put moisturizer on your hand, and you just put it on your face, and it's normal. But when it starts foaming or starts bubbling or starts doing some extra stuff, you know, in our heads, we believe it's working. So that was what got me hooked to the mask. And another thing that got me hooked to the mask was when I put it on, because I remember I was having really bad acne. So like, it wasn't that as bad as it used to be, but I think I was stressed during that period. And when I tried it on, as soon as I took the mask off, it was gone. So that was when I was like, I have to get this mask. She said she got it from Amazon. For me, I got mine from a store in Toronto called BSW Beauty. So I'm just going to read what the mask claims to do. It says, for the heading over here, it says, feel your face pulsate. And it also says facials, so it's used for facials, acne, body wraps, clay baths, food soaks, chilled clay for knee packs and insect bites. Enjoy the benefits of clay in your own home. Beautify and refresh. So I'm just going to read the directions. It says, mix clay with equal parts of raw apple cider vinegar and or water. Use a non-metal bowl and utensil. Stir the mixture well to a smooth paste. Add more clay or liquid as needed. Apply 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch to the face. Other areas. Let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes for delicate skin and 15 to 20 minutes for normal skin. Feel a pulling and tightening sensation. Feel your face pulsate. Remove clay by washing with warm water. Slight redness on the skin is normal and will disappear in about 30 minutes. It removes impurities and dirt from the pores. Deep pore cleansing. And then in quotation again, world's most powerful facial. 1 pound of clay makes 10 to 15 facials. Use it once per week for the family, more often for problem skin. I have my vinegar. So my friend that introduced me to the mask, I showed her the vinegar. Apparently she says that this isn't the real vinegar, like it's not pure vinegar. I don't know. She says that in order to know that vinegar is pure, it has to say mama on it or something like that. I'm not sure how true that is. I mean, it still seems to do the same job. For my cup, I'll be using, or rather for my bowl, but since I don't have a bowl, I'll be using this because all my bowls are used to eat, and I wouldn't want to use something as chemical as that and then use it to eat again. But yeah, I have this styrofoam cup, and I have this old makeup brush that I don't use anymore. So I'm using this to make the mask. So I know my table right now, it's a mess, but yeah, we'll just go on with the video like that. So the first thing I'll do is I'll take a spoon, and I got the spoon This used to be like a kitchen spoon. Now I just use this spoon specifically for my mask. Like, I don't reuse it for eating because I don't think it's healthy. But basically I'll be taking like half a spoon, then putting it in there, and then I'll take my vinegar, and normally I don't really measure it, but I just put in the amount based on the consistency. I like the consistency like kind of like thick, but at the same time enough to spread. So I put in a bit. So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting in little by little, and right now it's bubbling. So I like putting it the vinegar little by little, just so I would know what consistency I want. And then I use my brush to stir it. I decided to use my stand just so I could be able to properly show you guys how I make it, how I make the mask. So I like putting it little by little, and it depends on the consistency you want, but I like this kind of like thick consistency where it doesn't come off the brush, you know. I think this consistency is enough right now. Like, that's enough vinegar in the mask. So if you see, it doesn't slide off the brush, and that's what I like. Other people like more watery consistency. So now I'll be applying the mask, and I'll just use my mirror to apply the mask. Also, since I'm already here, like since I'm already doing kind of like my part of my skincare, I'm going to show you guys how I prep my skin after I wash the mask off. Because ever since I got this mask, it has literally been my skincare routine once a week, or like depending on when I get a pimple or something. So I like applying this to my neck as well, just because even with skincare and everything, like, you know, anything I do to my face, I like doing it to my neck as well. So I'm just going to leave this on for 15 to 20 minutes, and when you put this on your face, the mask really gets hard. Like, it gets really hard. You can hardly move your face. So I'm going to set a timer, and in 15 to 20 minutes I'll wash my face off and then come back and show you guys. Obviously there's not going to, like, it's not going to show like a huge significant difference, but if you were wearing the mask, you yourself would feel the difference. So I'm just going to leave this on and come back in 15 to 20 minutes. The mask is already hard, and I'm just about to wash it off. But before I wash it off, I just wanted to point out that at a point you start to feel the blood flowing through your face, you know, because it gets really tight and it's very stiff right now. So I'm just about to wash my face off. So I just washed off my face, and this is how my face ended up being. The reason my nose is red is because I just finished picking out like some blackheads. Because I don't know if it's just me, but I find that anytime I put the mask on and I take it off, the blackheads come loose, so they're much more easier to like take out. But yeah, this is how it looks. My face feels fresher. It feels much nicer and much smoother. I mean, obviously there's still some bumps there, but it works. And I've also find that like whenever I put the mask on and I have like a pimple or something, when I take it off, it doesn't go immediately. I take it off. Sometimes it does, but it doesn't, like the pimple doesn't go away immediately I take the mask off. But as the day goes by, like as the day goes on, I feel like it's still acting, even though it's not on like physically on my face. Moving on, I'm just going to show you guys how I prep my face for the day, and like my skincare routine on how I prep my face for the day. So I like to use cotton pads, and Witch Hazel. I like to use Witch Hazel as my toner, and I got this from Shoppers Drug Mart. For those living in the US, I'm not sure if you guys have Shoppers, but you can get this from any drugstore. And I just put it on the cotton pad like this. The way I apply my Witch Hazel is like in my head, I feel like to avoid wrinkles, I have to drag the skin like away from the center. So basically like this. Then maybe it's just my nose that I'll just do in any form, but like I drag the skin away from the center just to create that tightness, like just to build up that tightness. So for my moisturizer, I like to use my bio oil, and this works so well for me. I started getting addicted to bio oil ever since I was using it like long ago, when I was using it for my stretch marks, and I found that it actually took my stretch marks away. Yeah, I'll be using this for my face. And how I apply my moisturizer, same thing applies. I like to apply it away from the center of my face. And then for my neck, I like pulling it upwards. So I started using bio oil because I found that because I have oily skin. For those that don't know, I have oily skin, and I find that's the only oil that actually works for me without clogging up my pores, and it also helps to get rid of hyperpigmentation for me. So now that we've gotten to the end of the video, I've shown you guys my skincare routine, and I've shown you guys how the mask works. So overall, I think that the mask is actually good. It actually works. I would suggest putting a timer when you put the mask on. And the reason I'm saying this is because, like before, I used to just put the mask on, and like anytime I felt like it was time to take the mask off, that was when I would do it. You know, I never really put a timer on it. But ever since I saw my friend the other day, because she followed me to get the same mask as well. This was when we were getting our wigs, or rather my wig, and she like went with me to the store, and we saw the mask and we both bought it. She said that apparently she slept off with the mask, because when she came out of the house, her face was completely red. And she said that it hurt a lot. Basically, I could relate to her, because when I had acne, like when I had really bad acne, I used to overwash my face thinking that would help get rid of my acne. But that only made it worse, because my face would burn just because the top layer of the skin was being taken off because of excess rubbing. So it would really burn, and showering was always a nightmare for me because it was very, very painful. So washing my face, I would like literally tap a face towel like over it just to wash my face. So anyways, that's that. And I'll be making more videos like this, you know, trying out different things. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And also, I'll try my best to post twice every week. Maybe one around like Tuesday, and another one around like maybe Saturday, just to, you know, just to be more constant on my channel. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.